Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about school uniforms and why or why not they should be mandatory. So, mostly everybody, whether you went to a public school or private school, you wore a uniform. In my opinion, uniforms should not be mandatory. To start off, school uniforms studies have shown that they do not improve school behavior and attendance. They have done several studies through different schools to try and see if that could be proven that's true, and it's not. It's been shown several times. But school uniforms started out as being a marker of class and status. So, as in private schools, they wear the more of like the skirts, like a nicer uniform, and that just kind of like shows that you're higher class, because I mean you have to pay to go to a private school or you're on a scholarship there. But anyways, they just started out as showing your class or status, and then next focusing on uniforms takes away from the time spent on educating children in classes. Because at the school I went to, it would take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes for the teachers to fill out the pink cards, writing down who didn't have their belt on, if you didn't have the right shoes on, didn't have a bag, just the dress code. And that takes, like I said, 15 to 20 minutes of your class time. And think of 20 minutes every day for 5 days. That's 100 minutes. So, like, it adds up in the end that's a long time that you're taking from teaching just to look at dress code, when really it isn't a distraction to anybody if you don't have your belt on, or if you don't have the right shoes on, or if you're wearing jeans and not khaki pants. And third, parents should be free to choose what their children wear without having the government interfere. That's just like it's kind of like your freedom of expression. Children can't really express like who they are. You can tell who a person is or how a person is, or like things they believe in by the way they dress. Like, also obviously don't judge a book by its cover, but by the way people dress, you can tell a lot about that person. Not that it's a bad thing or a good thing, it's just everybody dresses differently, and you can kind of tell by that. But being in these school uniforms, everybody looks the exact same, and you have no freedom of expression, and you can't tell anybody apart. So just to conclude all that, uniforms, yes, I do see where it is a good thing, where they're like everybody needs to look the same so nobody can get discriminated. Well, there also are expensive uniforms and non-expensive uniforms, and you can tell the difference in the quality by just looking at them. Everybody knows what a pair of American Eagle pants look like, and that's like one of the top of the more expensive ones. Like, I guess you want to say top of the line for like a public school. You wear American Eagle pants, and you can tell I don't really know what the other brands are, but like a cheaper, and like you can tell them apart. Parents also have to pay more money. Instead of just sending their kids to school in the clothes that they already own, they have to go out and buy uniforms. And you don't have to buy new uniforms every year, but like when you're at the elementary age, you're growing every year. And then whenever you get into junior high, and then you go to high school, like at least every 2 years, you're probably going to have to buy new clothes, because you're growing. Not just because they're worn out or just because you want new ones, but you have to buy them because they're getting bigger. So it's just more of a cost on parents too, because they're having to buy new clothes just for their kids to go to school instead of sending them in the clothes that they already own. So school uniform started out being worn as a marker of class and status. The focus on uniforms takes away from time spent on educating children. Parents should be able to clothe their kids how they want to, and one of the biggest things is it takes away our freedom of expression to express ourselves by the way we dress.